Yes, he is.
I'll be quiet.
Is the Goldman Sachs suit the tip of the iceberg? Imagine you're the biggest car company in the country. Goldman's example, and a client, Paulson, comes to you and asks you to design a car that will crash. So you make that bad car, CDO, then sell it to people without telling them you cut the brake lines. Then when the car, CDO, hits a wall, you rake in the dough from the insurance you brought in on the bad car before the crash.
Well, here's how the scam works. Basically, you get paid twice. Once to sell the car.
But there's more. Hold on.
That's what he said. And you get paid twice. Once when you sell the car, and then again when it crashes and cash in your insurance policy.
Let your words breathe, my man.
The suit against Goldman may just be the tip of the iceberg and what will hopefully become a wide-ranging probe that stretches beyond failure to disclose to include the corruption that helped to build the bad cars in the first place. You and I are on the same page.
Well, what we need is investigations. What we need is the release of all of those AIG emails over the past decade. We own 80% of AIG. AIG was the sucker who was selling the insurance on these faulty cars. It was U.S. tax money that was given to AIG, and then AIG paid billions of dollars in U.S. tax money directly to Goldman Sachs and other banks. I give Goldman Sachs a very hard time, and they deserve it. However, they are not uniquely guilty of this type of potential activity. What is most concerning to me is our government's suppression. The Treasury Department and the 5 trustees who work for the Treasury Department, and their refusal to release to the American people the emails that exist between AIG and Goldman Sachs, despite the government's willingness to provide flow of billions of dollars into these schemes, and despite more and more evidence that is percolating that there is fraud around these transactions. If you look at the slivers of email that have been released already, whether it's the Fabrice Touré emails or the Standard & Poor's emails from a couple of years ago, they all make you want to see more. There are emails that say things like, I cannot believe this house of cards is still standing. I hope we can get out of here before it collapses. When that is the email traffic between individuals that are creating so-called investment opportunities for our teachers, police, judges, civil servants, and pensions, because remember, the sucker, the mark in all of these scams is the pensions of our civil servants, teachers, police, firefighters, and the bailouts to this day are coming at the expense of our retirees who are deprived of their fixed income. Imagine you're a 75, 80-year-old retiree in Florida, in the Southwest. You are now getting no return in exchange for the funding of this scam.
Here's the deal, though. Significant. The president, who was supported in a very big way by Goldman Sachs,
took $1 million from Goldman Sachs. No politician in history has taken that.
This president's gotten more money from Goldman Sachs than anybody else. And Goldman Sachs,
he should give that money back.
He should give that money back. Goldman Sachs.
Well, it's not only that, there is percolating evidence of fraud surrounding this, and the individuals who built this system are still in charge of administrating the bailouts, and we, the American people, deserve a legitimate investigation done not by those who created the system, but by those who are unconflicted and can investigate what actually happened and didn't happen.